Hand signs. 12 o'clock or neutral. Going out towards the water. Coming in towards the beach. Come in and land the kite. Push the release and kill the kite. Solo body drag. With your instructor's approval of your performance with the tandem body drag, you are now ready for the solo body drag. Solo launch. Execute the safest method chosen by your instructor. In our example, we will do an air launch. After launch, try to make it a priority of getting in the water and getting away from the beach. Body dragging in and out. This is the same as when performed with your instructor. Just remember, maintain steady kite control. Avoid oversteering and crashing the kite. One body drag out with the kite at 2 o'clock, pause at 12 o'clock, then switch your hands on the bar, and then one body drag back in with the kite at 10 o'clock is sufficient for the first solo body drag. Remember, smooth kite control and proper body dragging position is our goal. Landing the kite to the instructor. With steady kite control and having a minimum of 150 feet from the beach, you should slowly fly the kite from 12 o'clock down to 9 o'clock. Remember to keep pushing on the bar, blue right hand side, to keep the kite at 9 o'clock. The kite will continue to pull you toward the shore where your instructor will be waiting to catch the kite. This procedure will be used every time so there is no confusion. If another body drag isn't needed, the next step is body dragging with the board. Solo drag with board. Solo body dragging with the board adds another element to our learning process, so it's important to remember everything we have learned already. Starboard. With the wind at your back and the water on your right-hand side, you should start your kite at 3 o'clock. And slowly bring your kite to 2 o'clock as you walk simultaneously toward the water. When doing the solo launch, it's very important that you have steady kite control. 2 o'clock on the wind window is the highest point we will ever bring the kite on a launch. Steady kite control and 2 o'clock is what we need to remember. When getting to the water, lay down as soon as you are knee deep and try not to resist the kite. Point the board slightly upwind and put the upwind rail into the water and allow yourself to get pulled by the kite through the water. And try to maintain the kite in that position of 2 o'clock until you are 200 feet from the shore, a minimum of 2 times the line length. And then get ready for your body drag with the board in and out. Remember to pause at 12 o'clock and switch hands with the board. Also remember, when landing the kite on the water 150 feet from the shore, you should have the board in your left hand and be pushing with your right hand to secure the kite at 9 o'clock. With steady kite control and having a minimum of 150 feet from the beach, you should slowly fly the kite from 12 o'clock down to 9 o'clock. Remember to keep pushing on the bar, the blue right-hand side, to keep the kite at 9 o'clock. The kite will continue to pull you toward the shore where your instructor will be waiting to catch the kite. Second body drag with board. Second body drag with the board, you will body drag out a safe distance from the beach. Once you have attained our safe distance from the beach, you will try something new. What you want to do now is loose and recover the board. Put the kite at 2 o'clock and start body dragging out and let go of the board and do not look at it. Pay attention only on body dragging out for 3 seconds. Pause at 12 o'clock, switch hands, and body drag back in with the kite at 10 o'clock and recover the board. Then body drag back toward the beach with the board in your left hand and land the kite on the water 150 feet from the shore and allow it to pull you in and land the kite to your instructor. Kite water relaunch. If your kite is down, the first thing to do is make sure that you have enough space necessary to relaunch your kite. This should be a minimum double the line length around you. If you don't, go right into self-rescue mode. If you do pull one of the sides directly on the kite line, red for example, until the leading edge starts pointing towards the sky, release that line and fly the kite with both hands on the bar. Board run and water start. All right, you're finally ready to try riding the board. To do that, we will use the best technique to launch and get a good safe distance from the beach, about 200 feet, and put your board on. Putting your board on. Park the kite at 12:30 and put your board on with your right hand. Try to put both feet on the rail and then wedge it in to the foot straps. Keep the board as close to your bum as possible with knees flexed and centered. Power stroke. Starboard 11 to 2 is the most common way to get up going starboard. A couple of pointers. Point your board downwind. Don't pull yourself up. Don't bend your arms. Make sure after you fly your kite from 11 o'clock straight to 2 o'clock that you don't allow it to go any lower than 2 o'clock and bring it back to 1 and either start pumping or stabilize it at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Planing. Once up on the board, we will try to plane. To plane, you got to build up a little bit of speed. And to do that, it's a good idea to point slightly downwind and pump your kite in case you need more power. If not, leave the kite steady at a higher number so you're closer to a stopping position. To stop, bring the kite slowly to 12 o'clock, point downwind to burn out any excessive speed, and then edge and seat back down on the water. After that, it's a good idea to body drag back to the beach. Land your kite to your instructor in the same safe way you've been doing throughout the course and get some useful feedback from your instructor. Second board run and water start and planing. The goal of the second run, third run, and so on is to just get better at what you've been practicing since the first run and all your body drags. One thing is a given, things don't always go as planned. You will be spending some time looking for your board or relaunching or walking upwind with your kite, but try your very best to take it easy. Be patient and your learning process should go on without any problems. Once getting up on the board and easily planing in one direction, try riding in the other direction. Remember that you must stop in between one direction and the other. Do not try turning it. It can be dangerous at this stage. Also make sure when riding in, you stop at a safe distance from the beach, approximately 200 feet. The big M run is when you are able to launch, drag out, water start, ride out, stop, ride in, stop, and ride back out, stop, and ride back in, and body drag the rest of the way in and safely land your kite. Upwind riding. Going upwind is basically not going downwind. If you can go out and come back to the same spot where you started, you're staying upwind. Going upwind is a balance between speed and the direction you're going. A couple of pointers are, look upwind in the direction you want to go. Do not get going too fast. Try to have uneventful stops towards the end of each run. Ease into edging by building a little speed first. Self-launch, self-landing. Self-landing is just self-rescuing. Self-launch is a little bit trickier. It should only be attempted once you have enough skills to go upwind on the board. Also, you should try it for the first time the day the wind is light and consistent. Make sure you have a person holding your harness and another backing up the kite in case it does not go well. And remember, all you gotta do is pull the safety leash if it does not go as you predicted. Double check your lines. Put your kite near the water line, but not in the water line. Face the kite sideways into the wind. Facing the water more, place a little sand on the upwind side. Organize your lines and run back to your bar. Attach the safety leash first and then connect yourself to the trim loop. Launch the kite by pulling back on the whole bar. When wind catches the kite, pull a little on the red side, directly on the line. As soon as the kite is facing 2 o'clock, let the bar out so it depowers. Grab your board and start heading towards the water. Well, that's all for now, folks. Kite safely, have fun, and enjoy the ride.
I'm in love with a new girl. plays the violin. I'm in love with a new girl. Her heart I wanna win. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm in love with a new girl. She's as fine as she could be. Please won't someone